KOMU 8 Sports.
Missouri football's 2015 season left a lot to be desired for most fans, but the one area of the team that always provided consistency is the Tigers' defense. KOMU 8's Mark Kim is at SEC Media Day in Hoover with more on how the Missouri defensive unit should impress again in 2016.
Now, today marks the first day that Barry Odom will address the SEC media since taking over for Gary Pinkel back in December. Now, there'll be a lot of questions about the effectiveness of this team's offense, but there aren't going to be too many questions about how effective this defense can be. Barry Odom being the most familiar of that, the former defensive coordinator, now head coach, and now that responsibility for that defense will be shifted over to the new defensive coordinator, DeMonte Cross. Luckily for him, he inherits a defense that returns almost its entire front seven from last season. Charles Harris and Walter Brady are the two biggest names that are going to be coming back from that line. They both finished with 7 sacks apiece. Now, the Tigers also loaded up front for new defensive line coach Jackie Shipp as well, with 2015's 5-star prize Terry Beckton Jr., Josh Augusta, and the return of Harold Brantley after missing all of last season with an injury. And now with the linebacking corps, they also lost their tackling machine, Kentrell brothers, to the NFL, but Michael Shear, man, he can do his job as well. He returns with Donovan Newsom, making this group an effective weapon for Cross's defense. And 156 combined tackles from last year in the secondary. The Tigers lose 2 key pieces in Ian Simon and Kenya Dennis, but the number 3 ranked pass defense in the SEC last season is full of contributors coming back this fall. Arion Pettin and Anthony Sherrills, both in the NFL Futures, will be the leaders of the Tiger passing defense this season, combining for 2 interceptions and 12 passes broken up in 2015. Now, Cross and Shipp, they both return a lot of this talent, and they have the challenge of making sure that D-line Zoo, and just in general, to make sure that the reputation of defense at Mizzou stays true. Reporting live in Hoover, Mark Kim, KOMU 8 Sports.
Thanks, Mark. Now, continuing with that defensive talk, Missouri senior linebacker Michael Shear, that Mark alluded to, is on the preseason watch list for the Butkus Award given annually to the nation's best college linebacker. Shear ranked 2nd for Missouri in tackles in each of the last 2 seasons. He has recorded more than 90 tackles for the Tigers in each of those seasons. Shear will join his Tiger teammates Charles Harris and Sean Colgan along with head coach Barry Odom in representing Missouri today, where Mark is at the SEC Media Days in Alabama. We move on now from the gridiron to the diamond, where the 87th annual AllStar Game took place last night in San Diego. Eric Hosmer and Salvador Perez started for the American League, and their impacts were felt early and often. It was absolutely stunning day in San Diego. Perfect night for baseball in San Diego. When is it never a perfect night in San Diego? Let's be honest here. We're going to start in the first inning here. Chicago versus Chicago. Chris Sale, big lanky, he's going to throw a pitch, and Chris Bryant hits it deep to left field and gone. Chris Bryant's first All-Star Game home run. The NL takes a quick 1-0 lead, but that is all the NL would lead with. Eric Hosmer in the bottom of the first hits this one to left field and gone. Second inning. That was the first Royals home run in an All-Star Game since Bo Jackson in 1989. There's his teammate Salvador Perez, and he decides to do exactly what Hosmer just did. He takes Johnny Cueto deep to left field and gone. He becomes the first Royals player to hit a home run in the All-Star Game since Eric Hosmer, 10 minutes before him. Later on in the third, it's Hosmer again who's going to hit this shot. He's going to drive this one to left field past Chris Bryant. Too hard for him to handle there. American League gets its 4th one. They go up 4-1, and they will end up winning the game 4-2. Eric Hosmer wins the MVP. He is the first MVP Royal since Bo Jackson in 1999. Look at that silver bat. I would have wanted a silver bat like that if I won the MVP too. Now, ladies, yeah, I mean, if I had a silver bat, that'd be pretty cool. Would you want a silver bat?
I'd rather be MVP.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd rather be.
Last year, Mike Trout got a truck, so I don't know what the heck. I don't know what's going on here with his prize, but I think
I'd just like to be the MVP.
Yeah, I think if you get that, the silver bat, the truck, you don't care. You're
I'm pretty sure Eric Hosmer can buy his own truck.
He probably can.
Just saying.
Or anyone could buy a silver bat, probably maybe in the.
Excellent point.
I don't want to earn a silver bat, though. You know what I mean?
Right, earning it, that's the difference, buddy.
Thanks,
well
Austin.
thought.